Hi YouTube, and welcome back once again. Today I am here with Lace Series 5, and I'm just showing you in detail pretty much how I apply a lace once again on the lower hairline, but also how you can leave this style natural, or if you prefer to slay this style with baby hairs, you can do so also with that low hairline. Now today is just really focusing on, I don't know, what can I say? I'm showing a bit of everything, even when it comes down to the styling, how I use my wax stick, my hot comb, baby hair placement, and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and stay tuned. Now the hair that I am using today is from my hair company, and this is my Japanese Denim straight hair. This is 3 22-inch straight bundles and an 18-inch frontal. All my frontals come pre-plucked, but I did go ahead and bleach the knots and pluck it a little bit more, especially with the type of hairline that she has. Now, I didn't do too much plucking because it still can look natural without overdoing the plucking, and some of my clients really prefer to not have a too thin hairline. Now I will be using the Ruby Kisses foundation, cream foundation in the level 10, and I'm going to use the browner side to apply that on the stocking cap. This stocking cap is like a weird light brown, but that's why I went ahead and put her foundation color on top of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean off that extra makeup that's on her skin with 99% alcohol and start to lay down my layers of glue. I also applied that foundation on the actual frontal, the lace of the frontal on the inside as well, because that helps give the finishing results a very flawless look. Like you guys will see in this next clip, I am going to pull this down just to show you how it just blends perfectly right in her skin. So once I cut that lace off, it's going to look flawless. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean that hairline with that 99% Swan alcohol. And you should be able to purchase this alcohol from a beauty supply store. It's not really in a Walgreens that I have seen yet, so I always get it from my local beauty supply hair store. And as usual, I will be using the Ghost Bond lace glue, and I'm going to do, I think I did 4 layers this time, but I'm not sure. You can do up to 5 layers, but I am going to do at least 3 or 4 layers, and I'm going to use a spread stick to blend my glue out, and also the eyebrow razor to cut off the lace. So typically what I like to do is I start by pulling the lace in the center first, and then I go, I think I go from my right side to my left side and pull that lace down. And I like to hold it for a few seconds, that way like that glue really sticks to that lace. And then once I get it lined up where I need it to lay, I will have my client hold that side down with their fingertips. Make sure they are placing their fingers on top of the lace and they're not actually pulling the lace down, because with that extra lace you use that to basically, how can I say it? You basically give it some, it kind of help you melt it in better with the, you kind of pull it in, if you use what I'm trying to say. I know I might sound a little bit confusing, but once I get that in place, I have them hold that, and then I just go ahead and take my blow dryer and I start to blow dry that in, on warm. So I do use warm temperature to blow dry that in. And now I'm going to take my comb and begin to pull that. As I'm combing, I'm pulling the lace down into the glue. So that's another little trick I like to do. And I take my scissors and split the lace down the middle. I snip it on each side, and that way I will take my eyebrow razor and begin to razor off that extra lace. Now, the reason I like to use the eyebrow razor now is because it helps give a more not so straight across look as it would if you use just the scissors to cut away. So it kind of makes the lace in a jagged look, kind of jagged, which helps it look more melted. So that's why I like to use the eyebrow razor now when cutting off the extra lace. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my comb and I'm going to part off that section from around my client's ears so I can begin to cut off that extra lace. You do not want to glue that lace over your client's ears, so please make sure that you follow this step and repeat the step for both sides. And just look how melted that looks already. We're not even done. Like, this is what you call a lace melt. That's the definition of what? Lace. So we're gonna follow these same exact steps for the other side. And then we're gonna get into flat iron this hair. Well, really more of the frontal because, the rest of the bundles are straight. And then I'm going to press this hair out like I said before, and then add some baby hairs because my client did say she wanted some baby hairs towards the end of this video. But once again, this hair is from my hair company. This is my Japanese denim straight. You can purchase it down below in the link that I have listed, or that I will have listed. And just get ready for your slay, because if you have not been paying attention, or if you follow me and you missed it, I will be traveling. I am doing a hair tour, and I will have the cities listed below where I'll be going. My first stop is Tallahassee. My second stop is Atlanta, Georgia, and my third stop is in Charleston, South Carolina. So you will see me in Tallahassee in April, which is this month. Next month, May 8th through May 11th, I will be in ATL. And then I will be in South Carolina June, I believe it was June 11th to June 13th. So make sure you go ahead and book me accordingly. I will have my phone number down below as well so that you can book me in your city. After that, I will list the next 3 cities once I have went to those and let you know where I am coming. But if you do want me in your city, just go ahead and comment that down below as well. And now it's time to tie down that lace. Now, I know a lot of you guys comment and you may ask me questions, and I really can't get to everybody's questions because there'd be so many. But one question that I did notice, someone asked me, why do I use elastic band to tie down my lace? And that's because it is much tighter than a regular wrapping paper, and the tightness itself will help melt that lace much better. I know you probably say, oh, why don't you get a silk hair tie or something like that? I have those in production, so I will be having silk ties later on, but for right now, my go-to is the elastic band. Now, to press this hair out, I will be using the Fantasia's heating spray. I love this spray so much. You can use the spray or you can use the oil. It does the same thing. But I'm just going to go ahead and take my spray that on there, comb out the hair, and begin to press it out. And it's time to remove that elastic band. I done pressed the hair out and voila, like look at the slay edge. Like this is slayed, okay, period. And that's on City Girls. This is slayed. No baby hairs. Like guys, I understand we all love baby hairs, but at some point we're gonna have to get out of that baby hair phase, because y'all don't understand how good a lace looks without it. Well, if it's done correctly, let me say that. But unfortunately she didn't want to leave it without baby hairs. So, I understand it's a trend, it's a popping thing, but I am getting to the point where I don't even want baby hairs anymore. And that's why when I do my own hair, you guys don't really see me do any. But at the end of the day, we have to give people what they want as the stylist. So we are going to add baby hairs to this after I get this middle part sleek and straight, and I hot comb this top out. But I will show you how I pretty much do the baby hairs as well. So the wax stick that I will be using is the Care wax stick. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, this wax stick is a little expensive. Well, not a little expensive, it is. It's like $18, $19, depending on where you go, maybe $21 just for this wax stick. But I mean, there are alternative waxes that you can use, and to be honest, they all do the same thing. So it's really no big deal which wax stick you are using. But I like to put that wax stick on the top of like the edges, the top where I'm gonna just hot comb everything out so it is sleek and just smooth and just neat, because it's all about neatness, guys. You have to take your time and be neat. So I like to take some time on that and really press out the roots of that lace. And just look how sharp that part is. Like, I know most stylists probably sell hair and they say, of course it's good, but just, you can't look at this hair and tell me this hair is not the bomb. And that's period. So I love the hair that I use. I wear the hair that I use. And just, oh my God, I'm just so in love. Like, sometimes I be jealous of my clients, like how their hair looks, because doing my own hair it comes out really good, but sometimes I just want to be able to sit myself down and do my own hair, but that's impossible. But yes, so get into this slang. You want to be careful when you're using this hot comb, because you do not want to burn yourself, your client's hair off, or them. So be very careful and take your time with this step. And here's the time. It's the baby hair time. So I started off by doing 4 baby hairs, because my client said she only wanted a few. So I typically like to go for because she has a low hairline, I go for the low size. I might do a swoop, and I do a swoop on the, the sideburns. But you guys will see once I did that, she said, okay, add a little bit more. And I went in and I added 2 more towards the top of her forehead. And I just take my razor comb and I pull out a little bit hairs from those sides, and I chop it down to an inch or less than an inch, really. And then I take my Got2b gel and I just swoop that out using a comb and my fingers. So you guys will see what I mean. And she's all done, feeling raw, feeling slayed, laid to the gods and everything else. That's just raw, period. And her hair is just looking so good. Once again, this is a 18-inch frontal and 3 22-inch bundles from my hair company. So if you would like to purchase, just go ahead and use that link down below. And don't forget to book me in your city. So until next time, guys, I will have a new tutorial for me on me with some hair. So thank you for watching, and always stay in tune to the I Am Beautiful Hustler channel.